All right.
All right, we're live. What the?
I was not ready. Like, we go live.
Yeah, we're live. It just is
I just,
being weird.
I was not ready for Robin, just like a 5-year-old girl, to start calling us bro.
Bruh.
Like, it just wasn't what I was. Yeah, it's not. I wasn't ready for it. Like, I thought I had so much more time. I thought there was still time before she became that person, and now she's that person, and I don't know what to do with myself.
See, you're thinking about it wrong. That's just
Okay.
where the trend is at, okay? Because it starts out at older ages and then it sort of trickles down to the younger ages until it hits Robin's age. So we're good like 3 or 4 steps removed from where it's cool at.
Okay. So you're saying she's catching the tail, but like the thing is though is that she never like if she would have said 6'7", I might have disowned her. So it's like that's like kind of where I'm at, and like saying bro, I'm like, oh, I kind of want to reprimand you for this, but I don't think I should. Like, do I yell at my kid for calling me bro? Probably not.
Well, I mean, there's always the "I'm not your bro."
Yeah, and like again, like she's not even there yet. Because the thing is, though, is that she's still not even like, she still called like occasionally while she's like, mommy, can I have this thing? And I'm like, wrong parent. And she's like, oh yeah, daddy, can I have this thing? And I was like, yeah, okay. Like, so she's not even like super paying attention normally. So her saying bro, I'm almost 100% just like she wasn't paying attention, and just like that's what her friends say.
Mm.
But it felt bad, man. I mean, it wasn't to me, to be fair. So it's like I didn't have to experience it necessarily firsthand. Joel, where are you at in this parenting phase?
Tired mostly.
You said your kids are getting into mods.
Well, not mods. There's Roblox games that use less than authorized licensed materials to be a skin on a Dead by Daylight type game.
Okay.
Yeah.
You hear that Balatro clown is in Dead by Daylight?
I did hear about that. Have you played it?
No, I don't. I have a friend that's pretty heavy on my Marvel Rivals partner is also very heavy into Dead by Daylight, and I should ask him about it. No, so then it's not mods so much. Okay, that's probably good. I mean, you don't want them playing. You don't want them on the big naturals mods. Like, then you got to have another conversation.
Withers big naturals.
Yeah, some things are just better left unsaid.
Okay. So, was there a conversation about like how far are you going into random games on Roblox?
Oh yeah. There's an occasional check-in. I promise you to be like, okay,
Oh, I know.
what game have you
I heard a
now?
story about like someone like just trying to find like, I'm gonna go to the least popular, most obscure Roblox game, and it's like, oh, that's not okay for me. Like telling their parent like, I saw something I shouldn't have. Please help me.
Okay,
I
no.
need some brain bleach.
Yeah, kind of. It was one of those.
The worst I saw was a game that was just a box shaped like a movie theater with Waluigi on the screen and some rendition of Hallelujah, except it was Wario singing with Waz.
Hallelujah?
Yes.
That's pretty good. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
That makes me happy.
It's old dumb internet stuff, right?
That's what they call it, like, brain rot, right? That's the brain rot.
That's like the You the Man Dog type stuff.
Yeah, that's people get mad about brain rot, and I'm like, we were so brain rotten. Like when we got to like college and whatnot, we were so far gone.
We were the brain rot early adopters.
Yeah,
the first generation really plugged into the internet, right? So
if I fits, I sits. I can't has cheeseburger.
Yeah, I can't has cheeseburger. I don't know. I feel like our brain rot had class.
It did not. you have not gone down the rabbit hole of You're the Man Now, dog.
No, there's some
that got real uncouth real fast.
Real bad.
I mean, I guess maybe I just avoided the stuff that
You did not, Alec. You did not. I know so much stuff that as we were kids. And you know the song "Look at My Horse is Amazing."
No.
You don't remember that one? No? Okay. We'll go over that on the break. That's just a whole other thing. But again, like all that Flash like animation stuff was always very. And I remember
some of it, but like I saw some of them and I was like, okay, this is tasteless, and if I'm not watching it again, I'm not sharing it.
Except for when I was around, we would watch this stuff all the time. Anthony would be the one though.
Anthony was the big perpetrator of tastelessness.
Yeah, there you go. That's pretty wild. There's always that one friend, right? The one friend who actually has unfettered access to the internet, and you're like, how did your parents not like pay attention to you? He's like, I don't know, look at this. And we're like, oh God, maybe you should.
I remember
maybe your parents should be paying attention.
We had a friend who had this was back when not everybody was on Windows 98, and they were still on Windows 3.1. So spaces in file names were problematic. Windows 98 was okay with it, and Windows 3.1 and Windows 95 and 3.1 could load those files or copy them over, but could not get rid of them. So we would always give him innocuous named files that were actually horrific pornography, and he couldn't get rid of them off of his computer.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
wow.
mean. You gave him viruses.
No, because they didn't do anything.
Sure.
It did something.
Yeah, it did something. Yeah, it did something. Yeah, no, with Alec and our friend Anthony were the ones that for me that were like, oh, this guy has like full reign on all internet, like while my parents were like over my shoulder all the time.
Yeah.
My parents installed a keylogger.
Oh, well, yeah, your dad actually figured that out eventually. Because he was actually like computer like savvy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
we
weren't savvy in our house, but we had the uncle that was really savvy that you did secondhand like recommendations from, right?
Oh,
you had a bad influence uncle?
Yeah.
Wow. How old was he?
Yeah. Old enough to know better.
What's old enough to know better? In your 20s?
I mean,
at that point you just want to give a little chaos.
At some point you're a middle-aged adult who is basically tinkering.
A bad sign.
Yeah, well, I mean, who didn't burn CDs, right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. That's the level. It's like I bought Amiga computer games, and I know that your son likes games, so I copied these on a floppy.
Don't copy that floppy. The original.
Would you download a car?
Yes.
Would you download a car? Yes. I would download a car.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we have downloaded cars.
I also want to say that I find it funny that we named that episode Michelle Branch Kind of Rules. And it was definitely Vanessa Carlton. My bad. But also Michelle Branch Kind of Rules.
Who is Michelle Branch?
Let's see. You're Everywhere. You're everywhere to me. Yeah.
All right.
But Vanessa Carlton is the song from White Chicks, which I'm still very happy about. That song, Robin wanted to. That song popped up, I think, because you sent me something online, Joel, that had like that song in the background. And it was like a reel, and Robin goes, "Why did you turn off that song? I want that song back." And I was like, "We could listen to that song. We can listen to Vanessa Carlton as much as you want, baby." It's a good little moment. I pretended to be Terry Crews for a minute, which I do quite often, more often than you'd think. I pretend to be Terry Crews. Just saying.
I could imagine you doing that quite often, actually.
Yeah, right. It makes sense. There's never if you think about me, you're like, oh, yeah, that seems like something he would do.
Yeah, you're totally indistinguishable from Terry Crews.
In many different ways, I have been told. Now, and you know what? In case you didn't know, we are Super GG Radio. And welcome to session 308 of Super GG Radio, where friends chat about video games and all things adjacent. I am your host, Alex Arona, as Eric Getty Gettinger is out, possibly forever. R.I.P. Getty and his family. No, that's not true.
Dude, that's dark.
Yeah, I guess. Is it dark?
Yeah.
It might be a little dark for him. We'll see. I'll ask him. I will text him, is it okay if I said on the show that you died? And then he'll let me know how dark it really is. If you think that part is dark, feel free to leave us a comment, concern, send a chat in Twitch or our YouTube chat. But also with me today is Joel DeWitt. Hey, Joel, what's going on?
Contractually obligated vamping complete.
Nailed it. Also, Alec Parks. Hey, Alec, what's going on? You're controlling the ones and twos over there. What's going on?
What's the 2? We have a 2? I thought we were just ones.
How many streams we got?
Oh, 2.
There we go. Nailed it.
Okay. Yeah.
That's not what that means.
I don't know
No
anything.
3 though.
No.
No 3.
Our
No
3
there's never a
closed
3.
down. There was a 3. Moonbeam.
Was
There
there?
was a 3.
Yeah.
You're the only one that believed in Moonbeam.
I am. Yeah.
It's really nice though that you want to believe.
I did
And like the
want to
thing is,
believe.
though, is that you want to believe because you don't like the major players. You don't like Twitch and you don't like YouTube, and that's fine. I kind of love, right here, the heart hands, that you want to believe in the underdog. What was the other one? What was the other one we were working with for a minute?
Truth Social.
No, what? Where I did. That's not where I wanted this to go.
Kick.
Yeah, Kick, and what was that other one? What's the one with the Trumpers? What's the? Oh man, I'm drawing a blank.
Isn't that Truth Social?
No,
No,
like,
Twitter?
yes, no, none of
Oh.
this is the right one. I was thinking of the streaming
4chan.
service, Rumble.
Oh yeah, Rumble.
Let's get on Rumble, man. We can get all sorts of content on Rumble, man. We're not going to be hindered by YouTube. Whatever they say, man, trying to send us flags. We're not going to don't cancel me, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I'm so sorry, YouTube. I'm so sorry, YouTube. No, Alec, what was the one you used, like the streaming service that you tried to get us, or you tried the program? Was it a program?
No, it was a service, a
I can't
Moonbeam.
remember.
I tried to get everybody
But there
to
was
sign
another
up for Moonbeam.
I signed up. Just like I signed up for our Extra Life, which is coming up in November. Did you all sign up?
I don't know if I did
No.
or not.
You should probably get on that
Probably.
because we got work to do. This weekend is the Twitch Gaming Con, and I believe Getty and I will be there, so that'll be very exciting.
Nice.
I will
Where's
not
that
be
at?
there.
Yeah, we're going on Sunday. But we played some video games this week, right? You guys play some video games this week?
A little bit.
I only play
a little
video
bit?
games with you guys when I'm obligated to.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, you
true.
guys played some Dead Island 2 last week, but this week we played 2 games for early adopters where we play alphas, betas, and games that just inspire us to take a 2-piece. You know, take a 2-piece and a biscuit. That's what they say. That's a saying. I made it up. I don't know
Is
if it's
it?
a saying. Is it a saying? I'm gonna say it's a saying. How about that? Because we played piece by piece. Joel, can you tell us about piece by piece?
Piece by piece is where you mishmash a 2D platformer with a puzzle to solve problems and get to the end of the level. Very straightforward stuff. So starts very basic puzzle pieces, 3 pieces, and it's just teaching you the basic logic of it, which is to attach the 3 pieces to make a walkway in order to get to the end goal door thing. And there's usually a golden little puzzle piece that's extra difficulty to solve and collect. This demo went through, 5 different puzzles? Or was it more than that?
I
got
got to 6.
Okay.
Did
All
yours end or?
I just hit a skill check. Couldn't get
Yeah,
past it.
but I will say, like, because you could get to the exit, but also getting that golden puzzle piece, and I definitely had a lot of those like aha moments where I was sitting there just staring down pieces, and at one point I was go, well, this is just strictly impossible. Like, there's no answer. Like, there is no way to get there. So I don't. This game is busted. And then with just like moving pieces around, all of a sudden I'm like, how did I at halftime I'm like, I don't think I could do this again. Right? Like I'm like,
that's
oh, no.
that's just it. It has that kind of Rubik's cube sensibility to it sometimes, where it's like you feel like you're making the right motion, but then you get lost in the progression that you felt like you were solving the problem in. And the one cool thing, the little aha thing, was when you first find out that you can move the tiles mid jump. Like if you jump up to a certain spot in the tile, and pull the tile away, and that becomes your new platform, your baseline on your tile. So it does a really good job of that sort of like twisting your mind to try to figure out how to not just put the tiles in the right framework, but you have to time it sometimes the way you shuffle these along too.
Yeah. And then the other part was trying to realize that the puzzle pieces can be put into different, like, they obviously have like, some has like a little, the bump or the hole where they connect, and sometimes they go on top and over the bottom.
Of course.
And it was figuring out.
Gotta put the bump in the hole.
Yeah. But it was figuring out how you best, like, you again, figuring out one can go on top of another or something like that. And that actually end up opening a lot of things and flipping things around. I was kind of, I kept trying to think like, maybe it's one of those things where I'll flip the puzzle piece sideways, and it never happened.
That was a challenge. I kept on wanting to do it too. It's because your first thought was just the normal logic of a puzzle piece. I'm just going to tilt it, and it really restricts you in how you can solve the puzzle. It really felt like there's only one way to solve it, and it's very well designed and executed from what I played.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of my favorite part about it, is that it was just this like these aha moments, but these little bite-sized simple puzzles that I think that like worked really well together. And just like, and again, it ends up looking a little like super simple because you're just this little king guy with a cape, and you're just moving left to right to try to find the exit to the next part of the dungeon. But because the look is so kind of neat and simple, like, 8-bit pixel art, you could really still do a lot just moving everything around.
And you can move the puzzle pieces once you've started moving.
Yes, which makes it really nice. I feel like there is like, and this even says like there's 100 levels. Like they went in the final product, which comes out March 13th. So I think that'll be really good. Joel, you are muted.
I was muted. So there were a little bit of timing-based platformy kind of challenges to what we played a little bit. I can't imagine it would get too crazy in terms of responsiveness and timing for it, just because it's not that kind of platformer. But I think they put just enough into it where it doesn't feel like a waste of time or a weird gimmick. It feels like it's an integral part of the game.
Yeah. So this is like a neat little indie from Neon Polygons, and I think that like more people should check it out. This does look to be one of their first games. And March 13th can't come soon enough. Did you wish list this?
Yeah, I got that one. It's a solid thing.
Right. Same here.
I'm a little dumber than I'd like on these kind of games. Did the Arranger game, and that was a really great design game, but I struggled mightily with it. And then there was, oh my god, I'm missing the name. There was another one where it was a tile shifting puzzle Zelda kind of game, and I can't place the name. I'll figure that out.
It's Zelda like. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna figure so that was piece by piece, and I think that really we've come together as a podcast piece by piece, in a way that none of us could ever be replaced. We also played Replaced. No, Alec just shook his head at me. No, I thought that was pretty good.
That was I don't know. That was like dad joke bad.
But I did it though, right? Like that.
Like you
That
did it. You
connected. I got
locked
it.
in. You committed to the dad
Uh-huh.
joke.
Okay. Like, you know, I'm okay with that. I feel good. Feel good about that. Just like Replace felt good. Uh, Joel, what did you think about this this 2D side-scrolling noir game? Or Alec, did you get a chance to play this one?
No.
Okay.
But I looked
So
at it.
yeah, it's very noir heavy. The way it kind of we're kind of thrown in somewhere deeper into the game where
Mhm.
you are a guy who has been thrown out of a mega city and he is on the outskirts where he thought that people were living normally, but as it turns out, the whole place is desolate. Uh, Joel, what did you think about your time with Replaced?
There was also some piece of the narrative being an AI trapped in this person's body, so there is a little bit of like dual personality aspects to it. The whole
Yeah,
time you're walking through, you find these little points of interest that also outline kind of the main events of what's happened in this world, including societal collapse and like government's feeble responses to it and things like that. So it's got a lot of the character. The parts that we were in felt a little on the grimy-ish side. Dark, raining, wet. They did have some of that kind of standard 2D platformy stuff where you're kind of sneaking behind spaces to not be caught by the spotlight.
yeah. While they're
Um,
searching for you.
yeah, moving the boxes so you can then climb them and jump over. Actually, to start, I didn't read the description at first. I thought this was just going to be a limbo type game or an inside type game where it was just puzzle platforming, timing, and escaping. But nope, there's a very competent uh, combat system within this as well. So
Yeah, you have your regular attack, your parries, but then I thought that like you also just have like a blaster like gun that has the charge on it. It has like a meter. The better you
yeah,
do, but when you would shoot somebody with that blaster, you had like it was a murder, and it was a cool murder. It was a cool murder. You gotta admit that was
mm,
some those were some cool murders. No.
that was it was action movie. It was John Wick, but maybe just like a tick more on the visceral side. Because
Yeah,
he's
you would
like
like
he's
you,
whacking him in the face or like breaking a limb and then shooting him in the face point blank.
but you're
It's
also like,
fine.
I'm gonna kick your knee out, flip around your back, toss the gun in the air, catch it in my other hand, and shoot you in the back of the head, execution style.
Yeah.
And then even if you like, if you were far away, and you just hit the gun button, he would just pull it out straight out and blast somebody, and it was insta murder. And I was like, man, this is all just good stuff. This is all very strong visuals. Because I never really felt like because there's a boss in there,
Mhm.
and I never felt like even with the boss, I'm like, okay, this is all very doable. This and part of that is like that's because like the whole thing is about this it's like it's all about the story. It's all about what happened here. How did he get kicked out? What happened to the world? And like you know there are a lot of like action sequences and set pieces like you said with like the hiding and that stuff. uh but at the same time it's like, oh man, these the way you're blasting is pretty cool.
Going back to the doability of it all, the
Mm.
the difficulty is not that terrible because it does the whole people keep on saying like Arkham, but basically the flashing symbol over the head that they're about to attack, that's your window to hit the parry or reflect button, and that is how you deflect and do counter attacks. That's a pretty wide window they give you. There's a good 2 second wind up before they hit the attack in between them when they flash. So there's even it's built in with a more breezy play experience in mind, at least compared to a lot of its contemporaries, for sure.
Yeah. And then there's the other part of it where like sometimes they have a red symbol and it's like, oh, you have to dodge, there's no parrying that heavy attack, and that's like fun too.
Yeah.
So I could imagine that they add a lot more to it as far as the combat's concerned. Different enemy types, you could probably get different attacks and weaponry, and like you said, a little bit of Arkham in there. There was actually a game this kind of reminded me of that came out a few years ago called Sanabi.
Okay.
It's a very pixel art game, but your character has a grapple hook arm that he can use in combat. But then you would get these giant, massive action set pieces that would occur, and it was very narrative focused. So it was like if you imagine like a little bit of Mega Man-y, but if there was a really heavy narrative, like people were having conversations, there would be like whole buildings would collapse around you, stuff like that. And that's kind of what Replaced reminded me of, was like this really story heavy game, but with like some cool like combat mechanics in there and some platforming and action sequences. I'm like, this is, because if you think about it, when you get like action platformers, is there really like this is it levels and then story, never really like mixing them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep. I actually just added Sanabi to my wish list last week.
Oh really? Yeah. It's a really good one of those, especially considering, like, again, how often are you marrying that like story into like just like what would be like, oh, there's a Mega Man level, but like no, it's a long it's like a 30-minute Mega Man level, and then afterwards you're gonna have a whole lot of conversation around it.
Yep.
So Replaced, yeah, this one's actually been getting a lot of buzz, Joel, especially for like Steam Next Fest. It actually got just pushed back to March. It was actually supposed to come out, I think, in a week or so.
It's definitely a wish list ad for me. This is a really, really solid experience.
Yeah, I think that people should play Replaced, especially if you're looking for like that retro feel, but some good modern noir classic info. So those were our two early adopters. Now, you guys want to go to take a break first, or do you want to go into freebies?
I think we should knock out the freebies.
All right, so this is where we're going to hit the freebie button. I edited it in. Don't worry, I got
Smooth.
Good. All right, first freebie. Joel, you want to read them off, and I will describe them to you.
First freebie is Return to Ash.
The hospital was quiet, empty, and brighter than usual, like waking up on a snowy day. But I didn't feel cold. I didn't feel much of anything. This is Return to Ash, which looks to be like a puzzle game, but it's like with visual novel trappings around it. A narrative-driven visual novel focused on emotional storytelling and relationship building, but with some light puzzle and like mini game mechanics. I got this one, and I think I'm gonna probably play it. I'll probably beat it. Looks fun, especially like someone waking up and there's like a death character in here, like a Grim Reaper. I'm into it. Next one.
Brother, save him. Hardcore platformer.
Brother, save him. It is it's one of those what was it, the Cat Mario games?
Mario,
you know
3D World?
No, Cat Mario game. Like you ever heard of Cat Mario?
No.
Seriously? So it was a weird like mod of Mario, but the character was a cat, and it was just like the most, like it was trying to mess with you, where like you would try to jump over a block and then the block would move up and block you, and you would fall down the pit. Like it was just kind of like a meme like wannabe Mario for internet streamers. In this case, this is just, it's more of like a hardcore Mario style platformer. But yeah, that's kind of it. It's like a really hard one of those that's supposed to be like more funny and silly. So hardcore platformer. Brother, save him.
Yeah, so I've seen games like this. It reminds me of Battle Block Theater.
That one's a 2D beat 'em up.
Battle Block Theater? No, it's not.
Am I wrong about that? Joel?
Yeah. Battle Block
I'm
Theater.
not familiar with Battle Block Theater.
Are you familiar with that? That's a
Oh,
good one.
man, that's a good one.
Extra Life?
Probably.
Extra Life? Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. I was thinking of the 4-player one. The 4-player knights doing like
Castle Crashers. Yeah.
I was thinking of Castle Crashers. Yeah.
I've also heard
next
good
one.
things about that.
Yeah, they're both good.
Sheepy, a short adventure.
A handcrafted pixel art platformer that follows Sheepy, an abandoned plushie brought to life. It's a first short game from I can't say that word, from an indie developer with a name that we can't say on stream. But you're a little sheep in a very scary garbage dump. Gotta find your way home. I'm into this one too. I will definitely play it. Next. This one I'm into as well. These are all very good.
DJ
These are all, I picked these going, dang, I need this one, and I need this one, and I need this one. So hit me with this one.
DJ Bunny.
It's a 2D music puzzle adventure where you craft songs by solving grid-based challenges. Take requests from quirky townsfolk, build beats, and help DJ Bunny chase her dreams of performing at the legendary Hippity Hop Music Festival. I almost coughed there. That was really loud. DJ Bunny, it's you know, like you have like a Tetris pieces, but you have to connect them in a certain way to make these beats, and then you're just this cool cartoon bunny going from place to place. I like it. I like it a lot. I also got one here next for Alec.
Oh, really? Oh, Poly Armory, High Caliber Love.
Okay, so this is a game where you're shooting zombies a la DayZ, but then also in your off time, you're dating real sexy guns, which is the bodies, if you know what I mean, like abs out, but then head of an Uzi. So this is a real silly one.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good to me, Alec. Looks pretty good to me. That bazooka's got the abs all day. And that shotgun's got a real tight, ill-fitting suit. I mean, I guess it's there to show off the pecs, which are popping. Those pecs are popping at
There's some comments from the animated Remington instead of a Remington.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Oh, you watch the
okay.
trailer. Yeah. It's
Okay. I'll watch that. I'll watch it. You know what? I'll do you one better.
You're gonna play it?
For you. For science.
You're gonna play it on stream?
I don't want to risk being removed from Twitch, so no. But yeah, I will play it for you.
I need to know how many play on words or puns are in that trailer.
I could do a pun count if you'd like. Hold on, what is it called? Poly Armory.
Poly Armory.
That is not in How Long to Beat.
Spelled it. It's Armory, not Armari.
Oh, okay.
That's how
Hold
it's
on. It's arm. Hold on, but where is it?
No, it's not.
More sense, I thought.
ARM. It is not in How Long to Beat. Yeah. Wow. Okay. I'll go in blind. For you, Alec. Yeah. All right. What's next?
Blemo or is it Blemo?
Blemo.
Blemo.
So this is a bunch of people who wanted to create a tiny world, and so the story is literally you opening a Microsoft like XP machine, and going into a virtual world that looks very pixel art, but it's like funnier because you do have the full Windows XP desktop and stuff like that. So it's supposed to be like a retro and all this stuff. So Blemo, that looks pretty good too. And
Trust me, I nailed it.
there we go. Trust me, I nailed it. Is a turn-based strategy game. So this one is a turn-based strategy where you're a knight fighting enemies, but at the same time, you are. It's Joel. You remember when we use Movie Maker for video editing?
Yeah.
So imagine Movie Maker, and you are editing in his moves onto the timeline to attack. So you're editing this video to make your knight look like a badass.
Okay, why do I need to look this up now? Because that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, so that's the interface for the game is like you have these clips of different attacks and you're editing it into a video of him defeating the enemy, and that's how you progress the story. I'm like, okay, that's kind of a cool idea. Edit, stitch, and fake your way to epic battle videos and make every fight look like a glorious win. Trust me, I nailed it.
Glorious win, like Windows.
Oh, I don't even know if that's the case.
Hmm.
But it does have also the Windows like 98 screen. So yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it does.
This is all ridiculous, and I like these games, all of them, and I will be downloading all of them right now. And I will do so on break. Be right back.
Here's a dime for the phone. I don't think she refused.
Just
Career
doing
arcs.
their own thing now.
Yeah.
Did I get the symbol?
Which symbol?
Did you motion that we're back?
Yes, I did.
Point to stranger. Yeah.
I was thinking like symbols.
No, I was thinking finger guns. Okay. And we're back. And back with the Backlog Blog, where we play games that have been stuck in our backlog for way too long. Way too long. Joel, did you have one for us this week? Because it's a strange occurrence. Tell me, what have you been playing?
I mean, we could talk about a few things, but let's start with Cookie Clicker. So, Cookie Clicker, you know those old like Newgrounds games, you know the flash games that you find at school to play instead of doing
Friday Night
the
Funkin'.
typing, or at least one. Well, that's the now stuff, but like stuff like that. Cookie Clicker feels like it belongs in that area, and in fact, I learned last week that many kids do find websites to play Cookie Clicker. So
Sick.
$5 on Switch. Naturally asked for $5, fine. And it lasted for a few minutes with them. And what I just started doing was leaving it idle, because the way the whole thing works is that number go up. The whole game is basically try to increase the number of cookies. That lets you buy structures that then increase your number of cookies you can make.
Yeah, but
and
you know what the biggest bang for your buck is?
Grandma.
What's that?
Grandma. Buying more grandmas.
All the grandmas, really.
Yeah. So there are.
Yeah.
If you play this in your web browser, it's free. And there are whole add-ons that people have made to analyze what is the next best thing you can buy based off of the rate of return and how much it costs. And almost always it's
There's always a meta to these things. People
Yeah.
have theory crafted this to death. Yeah. That's kind of where it like loses its fun. Like I will play Stardew Valley, and then every once in a while I'll be like, I'm playing Stardew Valley for like 15 hours. I'm having a great time. Everything is great. And I'm like, I should look up how to maximize my farm. And I look at it and I'm like, okay, so I have to have everything in a grid pattern, and then I've kind of already screwed myself because of this, and I need to move these things over here, and they grow better next to these things, and I don't want to play anymore.
Wow, lost a whole season because I didn't set my crops up right. Forgot to feed the cows. It's all terrible. Yeah, but that's what's nice about Cookie Clicker. It's nothing. It's just a menu screen and clicking menu items on it, and you got the several tier of grades. Grandma for one, cursor, which is like the number of times it's going to be clicked every time it clicks on the cookies. Banks, shipments. I think the latest thing I got up to was Portal.
Yeah.
Portal is where I'm at right now. So
you're
that's
pulling
the
cookies from the future.
That's right. Yeah.
You're investing in futures now, huh?
Cosmic beings come into reality in order to taste your cookies. That's where we're at right now. But it's all very funny because you can just let it run, right? It's gonna find its way up there eventually on its own, but you can technically be pretty active in it if you wanted to, and just be clicking over and over on the cookie itself, deciding when to go over and spend on upgrades for these different structures or buying more. And then they've got these moments where items will sort of start appearing on screen, and they have you moving the cursor and clicking on a cookie that's sort of floating around in the foreground.
The golden
and that can be
cookies.
something as simple as, is that their name?
Yeah.
They have a name?
Yeah, they're golden cookies.
Alec has already beaten this many times.
Many times. I've gotten in trouble at work from it.
So So, so what all are the golden cookies then?
So sometimes it's just, hey, you get a bunch of cookies. Sometimes it's your cookie clicking is multiplied. Sometimes your production is multiplied. They do random effects that are good.
And then sometimes it is just littering cookies on the screen for you to click and
Yes.
get extra cookies from doing that too. On the Switch, you can either use the controller or the touch screen. Works pretty well. There's also the Wizard Towers. So the Wizard Towers, they have spells that you can cast, and some of them they'll always have a good and a bad side to it. So the good side might be something like increase your rate of return on cookies for up to 10%, and then the backfire might be reduce it by 10%. So and then it'll give you like a rate percentage of likelihood that'll happen. So it's a little bit of minor gambling if you really want to get deep into the weeds of these systems for what's a very simple game.
There's I mean, I used to play. I mentioned it before, like before we started the show, but Venture Capitalist, where you're just clicking, like you start a lemonade stand, and then you're just constantly upgrading and upgrading to the point that like all of a sudden you have angels, but then you get double angels if you do a full reset. So doing like a full reset, deleting all upgrades will then give you the ultimate upgrade, and so the whole game is to like max out your upgrades till you get a reset, and then reset, get all upgrades again, get another reset, and now you're really quintupling until you have like the exponents in your profits, and then that's kind of where the game breaks for me. Like I've done, because there isn't any, like I have capped out. Like there, you can cap out with like, oh, there's no more upgrades, unless you just want to keep like resetting kind of forever, and so you have not hit that yet. It sounds like
no. I have the option to. I have not chosen to. I was kind of curious.
Yet?
Yeah, I was wanting to see what the other items are. Yeah, I think it does something, but yeah, I just haven't done it yet. That's all. I'm not ready.
Oh yeah, you got to keep going. You got to keep getting, because if you have not gotten the full upgrade, what's the point of a reset, man?
That's where I'm at. I'm two away from the full upgrade. So
I'm waiting for you to get into that fruit merging game. Have you gotten that one yet?
No.
Oh, you haven't gotten that one yet.
The watermelon game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have like a Tetris playing field, and you drop fruit. And fruit that is, so if you put like a cherry, and then you get another cherry, and you drop the cherry on the cherry, they merge into like an apple. But the idea is that you don't always get a cherry, you get apple or pineapple or blah blah blah, and the whole idea is to eventually get to a giant watermelon. But you're constantly like, because stuff gets in the way. So it's like I have I have a bunch of I'm trying to think of other things, but like you have a giant grapefruit on top of my cherry, so I can't merge this next cherry I got. So I just gotta drop it in the corner somewhere else, and then hope I get other cherries. And then like you have an apple, and then you upgrade a cherry to an apple, and it's next to another apple. They automatically merge, so you're getting like combos that way. But that's like one of those, like it's just kind of this addicting back and forth of like just like dropping things and then seeing what happens and seeing what you can kind of suss out. It's also a phone game, but it's also on the Switch for like $2. So put that in your back pocket.
Yeah, remind me of that offline.
That, or start looking for Cookie Clicker 2.
I'm good.
No, stick with.
I think one of these is enough for me.
Alec, you do not like Cookie Clicker 2? Is it inferior than the original?
It is inferior to the original.
Sensation?
Yeah.
Wow.
See, now what you have to do, Joel, is you have to prestige and do a true no clicker experience where you don't click on anything. So you get your first cookie by waiting for a golden cookie to spawn and start buying from there. Never click the cookie. There's an achievement for it.
Is that right?
Yes.
Alec has really workshopped all of this already.
I mean, that sounds like a meetable challenge. I'll give it that. Just have to be very, very patient.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like a blast. Joel, I put up 3 games there. Which one of those games would you like to hear about?
I think
They all have relevant points to talk about.
as fun as Sea Fraud looks, I'm curious about If Found.
If Found is a visual novel where you are kind of going through the events of someone's journal. And it's very sketchy. So you'll see sketches of people. And it's them, like their thoughts on people, profiles on people, what's currently happening. The gameplay ends up just mostly being like you have this sketch and then you can just kind of like you have this notebook and then you read what's going on, you erase it, you read and then you read some more, you erase some more, and then like sometimes it'll be like an image of like a house and then you erase it and it becomes nighttime and then you erase it. So you're kind of just like erasing images, swiping across these images and interacting with them to progress the story. That of a student, someone going for a PhD in astronomy. Astrology is a whole other thing. But they are struggling in their time waiting to hear back from the college about a PhD. And they are trans, and their family does not understand. And it kind of becomes a point of contention, and to the point that she just leaves, and ends up like finding her friend who's shacked up in a band with like they made a band, which a pretty sweet name, the Band She's.
Nice.
Band, BAND.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's her friend, their male partner, and then another person there, and it becomes like just like you become like a found family of living in this derelict house as like squatters while they're like you're sleeping on the couch and their band is practicing in the living room. But it like it just becomes a found family about them and trying to feel okay, and the only time they feel normal is when they just live in this derelict house because I think they feel like the whole world is kind of judgy on them. And like it's very. I'm not gonna say like dramatic, but I will say like it's a little bit of slice of life with a lot of like conflict. That's like it's like, oh, this is tough. This is like a hard, like you feel kind of for everybody except for obviously certain people who are not or having a lot of hard times understanding what is going on. And then a parent who just wants to love their kid, and this kid who just does not feel loved in any way. But like you get a lot of. Go ahead.
Does it play off as being autobiographical to a degree?
Yes, it does feel like this story hits close to home. And then on the side, they're kind of talking about like they're having this story-like dream about an astronaut who's trying to stop a black hole from devouring the planet. But it's like all like just like those are like little interstitial like you have this like the main story happening and then she goes to sleep and then it's like an interstitial about this astronaut. And it's like, oh, that's kind of interesting. And also kind of it fits into where their mind is kind of at, feeling kind of isolated and feeling kind of alone and feeling like they're confused, like adrift in space, but know something bad's going to happen. So it gives a lot of insight. While also then the story progresses in like a normal state. And it all kind of comes into like a really like a hard ending, but it's in a good way. It ends up in like a good way. And so I think that like by playing this, I definitely had it made me think about a lot of ideas and reflecting and about how you feel about your child, and no matter what, you're always gonna kind of love them, but how people just want to feel okay in their own skin, and that's hard.
Yeah.
I mean, there are characters in there that aren't aren't part of the LGBTQ community, and you see them like, I am absolutely not comfortable with who I am either. It's like, oh, that's like, so it's hard all over.
Mm-hmm.
But in this case, people were making it kind of harder for the main characters, and so like that's why I think that this was a very good story, very well done. If you are into the visual novel aspect, and it's only like 2 hours, so I think that's pretty breezy.
Visually, based on the trailer, it's very striking, especially when you're doing the erasure from one scene to the next. I even saw a funny little like swapping the facial features, like the eyes and the nose and the mouth, like those old books with the stickers, something
Yep.
like that. Yeah, so it's pretty neat.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, it's just about finding acceptance and finding and found family. So
Found
I
family
think
is
that,
very important, and I don't think there's enough emphasis on that in general.
I remember, me and you being very like found family during our teen years.
Oh yeah.
We definitely were not. We were definitely a little bit more isolated from our homes in those scenarios.
Yeah.
But yeah, found family is always important, and I think that in this instance, it does play pretty well. Especially like again, hanging out with the Banshees. Also, they do give me another name for a very cool band, as the Banshees play with the Nosferatu number 2, and
Nice.
it's two ladies in that band, and I was like, it's a pretty cool name for a band, the Nosferatu.
I mean, I remember that
funny.
we would try to think of band names a lot when we were growing up. And
Oh yeah.
one of them was Old People Taste Funny.
I
Okay.
had that was not in my brain at all. There was no way that I would ever think of that until you just said those words, and I'm like, huh, yeah, that was the thing we said.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, Old People Taste Funny. That's a good name for a band. You have so many questions. You're just
Mhm.
now so curious.
Is this a cannibalism
do you
thing?
know
Are
that
we
tastes
just
funny?
licking old people?
Yeah, you don't know.
Like those tree
Come to the-
frogs.
Come to the
There's
show
some
and
weird
find out.
how you get from it.
Come to the show and find out. Also, I did want to touch on one other thing. One of the games that I played a little bit more this week was Just Dance 2026. The reason I wanted to bring this up is that because no one is talking about this. They introduced new technology for Just Dance where you download the Just Dance app. It keys to the game as a controller.
This isn't new.
You put your phone down. What do you mean?
They've been
No,
doing this since like the
No.
beginning of Just Dance.
Yes, except for now you put your phone down, the app opens as a camera, and it catches you as the player, and it sends the data directly to the game, so you don't have to have anything in your hand.
That's no.
It's a
I
Kinect.
don't like that.
It's an Xbox
Interesting.
Connect. Yeah, and Alec, you are absolutely correct, and it could be creepy, but it's Just Dance, and I'm like, well, this seems pretty fun.
This seems harmless.
This seems pretty fun. Yeah. Like I'm very much like the government is out to get us, and people are faking their own deaths, and crazy stuff is happening. I'm all conspiracy theory, and I'm like, but Just Dance can it can use my camera and it can take my visual data. That's fine. And it works really well. I did a bunch of dancing with my phone on my entertainment center, and you do have to have like a good amount of room, and I do in my living room, so it was like just perfect enough. But I think that like nobody's really talking about the fact that you can just download this app, and there's a QR code on it, like in the game. It's like, oh, I controller's a camera, scan the QR code, and it opens up the app, and the app's like, cool, noted, and that's your controller. And I could one person can use Joy-Cons and the other person can use the camera.
That's
As long
slick.
as you guys are separated enough. So like one person could be on the other side of the room. Like someone could be in the kitchen. As long as they can see the screen, they could be doing the moves and the camera will work.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So I just was surprised. I'm like, oh, this is absolutely brand new from Just Dance. And also, no one is talking about this. So, yep. That's the Just Dance 2026 update. But that seems like an episode. How you guys feeling about that one?
Now I'm wondering if the people that reviewed Just Dance 2026 play much of Just Dance 2026.
it's kind of the same. They really did not add much, just except for more songs. Now you get a Bluey song, and that one's pretty hot.
Everybody loves Bluey.
Really do. All right, and that's gonna get us to our one last thing. One last thing where we give one last sentence, one last statement, sending us into the weekend and you, the listener, into the weekday. For me, I'm about to hop off and play some Marvel Rivals. I got my partner already trying to send me Discord messages. We in the Platinum. We did it. Platinum
Nice.
plays very different than any other ranked matches. I'll tell you that right now. Platinum. Platinum, people are playing proficiently enough that if you're not, then you know very clear. Your mistakes get penalized pretty hard. So like back then, it's like in the gold and whatnot, you have people like, I want to play whatever I want to play, and now people are like, no, I'm going to play the thing that's best for the team. But if you aren't playing your best, it's gonna be rough going for everybody, and then you feel bad. So, yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Joel?
You know what? More cookie clicker. Yeah. Also, I didn't know that there was a Chippendale Rescue Rangers 2 game on the NES.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty neat. It's pretty good.
You like it?
Apropos of nothing. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Very good.
I mean, that
2D
collection's
platformer.
out. That collection's coming out, right?
By the time this is out, it will have been out.
Sick.
We're in the future, man.
Alec?
I don't know. So I've got a couple of games that I've been playing. I've been actually playing Rogue Prince of Persia. Might put some more time into that. Might put some more time into Claire Obscur Expedition 33. Might put some time into Project Gorgon, because who doesn't love stupid MMORPGs where you can level up everything?
I don't know what Project Gorgon is.
It's an MMO. It is like PS1 style early WoW graphics, and it has a skill for everything. You can level up dying.
What does that get you?
I don't know. I haven't leveled up dying enough for it to actually have gotten me anything yet.
Okay.
So thankfully I'm not bad. I'm not that bad.
I thought this might have been that hacked WoW game that's out, where they made it so that classes don't matter and you could just pick spells from any class.
Oh.
Well, what was this game called? Alec?
Hold on, I have to Google
Project
that. You guys-
Gorgon.
Oh, yours.
Project Gorgon. Okay, where are you playing it on?
Steam.
Okay. I want to hear what a death class character sounds like. Like if you dump all your points into death.
Well, so you don't get points. You get better by doing it. So you just have to keep dying.
Okay. All right, so it's like the time I watched somebody play Oblivion and they kept on jumping so much that they could leap mountains.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and you liking it?
It's okay so far. It's I'm trying to get off the beginner's island. So I've been doing a lot of exploring, which it's not too terrible.
Okay. I think the one I was thinking about was Terrace Land.
I've not heard of that one.
I was just looking up a list of WoW clones, and I'm like, these are just WoW, but then you can like pick different like spells from different classes. I'm like, okay, yeah, and that would be cool to like be able to swap classes in and out, right?
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
Like I want to backstab as a rogue, but have a charge like a warrior. Like that was I think the promise of the MMO I saw. And it was like just like WoW graphics. I'm like, oh, this is just a ripoff. Okay, well, keep us updated on what you're gonna play, Alec.
Yeah, definitely. I will definitely play something by next time we record.
And that will be it
I
for
don't
this
know
week's Super GG Radio. Before we go, you can find us on Blue Sky at Super GG Radio and twitch.tv/Super GG Radio, where Thursdays are the podcast every other week. But then the off weeks, seems like you guys are playing Dead Island 2.
I don't know if that was a one-time thing or.
Well, no, it's supposed to be his play as much as it's fun. And it sounded like it was pretty fun, no?
That was good.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
But Getty said we
Okay.
got like a quarter of the way through the game.
Wow. Then what? I
Yeah.
mean, then why would you not continue to beat list it?
You got to finish the fight.
Yeah. I mean, again, you're making me jealous that you guys played like an hour and a half and you guys got a quarter of the way through the game. Kind of makes me want to play it solo and beat it.
Do it.
So maybe I'll have to do that. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Gotta get back to my doc here. And if you'd like to reach us with questions or input, our email address is mail@superggradio.com, and provide a review on iTunes or the podcast app of your choice. Please check out our Patreon, where you can get the monthly pictures of our pups, get your names read off as an executive producer, free copies of Early Adopters, and even get a chance to play a game with us. A lot of stuff going on over there at that there Patreon. You can always jump in, use it as a tip jar, help us out, or hang out with us. We'll definitely play some games. We'll throw some stuff your way. But as far as I'm concerned, that's an episode. So thanks for listening, and GG, Joel.
My cookies have achieved sentience.
I'm here to delete your cookies.
Good game.
GG, Alec.
Good game.
Good night, everybody. Hold on, time that is.